Hello everyone, welcome to the Needle Magic. In today's tutorial we are making this cute little mini flower pouch. This is how it is. And you can keep your tiny little stuff in. ये देखिए आज हम ये प्यारा सा mini pouch बनाएंगे, flower mini pouch. And you can close it like this and hang it on your bag as a charm. And this is how it is. I hope you like it. So let's begin. So I'll be using these 3 colors of yarn. You can use any 3 colors of your choice. A crochet hook. I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook, tapestry needle, scissors and stitch marker. So let's begin. Let's start by making a magic circle first. So we need to make a magic circle. We'll wrap the yarn, hold it with the middle finger and thumb, place the needle in, grab a loop and chain 1 to secure. Now we need to make 6 single crochet stitches in the magic circle. तो हमें 6 single crochet stitches बनाने हैं magic circle में. So we'll go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. This is our first stitch. So I'll be adding my stitch marker here. Now we need to make 5 more. 5 और बनाने हैं हमने. This is 2, 3. We need a total of 6 single crochet stitches in the magic circle. 4, 5 and 6. So we have made 6 single crochet stitches in the magic circle. Now we'll pull the yarn tail and close the magic circle. And we'll take out our stitch marker and we'll slip stitch to the first stitch to join. तो जो पहली स्टिच बनाई थी उससे स्लिप स्टिच करके हम इसे ज्वाइन कर देंगे. Now let's start with round number 2. Round number 2 start करेंगे chain 1. Now we need to make 2 single crochet stitches in each of the following stitches that we have. तो हमें एक एक स्टिच में दो single crochet stitches करने हैं. We'll start with the first stitch where we did the slip stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. This is the first stitch of this round, so I'll be adding my stitch marker here. We need to make 1 more single crochet stitch into the same stitch, 2 single crochet stitches into the next stitch, 1 and 2, 2 single crochet stitches into the next. हमें हर एक स्टिच में दो single crochet stitches करने हैं. 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, 2 into the next, 1 and 2. This is the slip stitch of the previous round, so we don't have to work any stitches there. We just have to work in the stitches. So now we have a total of 12 single crochet stitches. Now I'll slip stitch to the first stitch and join. तो पहली वाली stitch से slip stitch करके join कर देंगे. So this completes our round number 2. Let's start with round number 3. Chain 1. 1 single crochet stitch into the first stitch where we did the slip stitch. Let me add my stitch marker to this stitch. Now in the next stitch we'll make 2 single crochet stitches. Next में हम 2 बनाएंगे. 1 and 2. 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2. So we are doing an increase on every second stitch. हर दूसरे stitch में हम increase कर रहे हैं. 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2. 1 into the next, 2 into the next, 1 and 2, 1 into the next, 2 into the last stitch, 1 and 2. This is the slip stitch. We are not going to work any stitches there. Now I'll remove the stitch marker and slip stitch to the first stitch and join. And now I have a total of 18 single crochet stitches. तो हमारे पास अब 18 single crochet stitches हैं. Now I'll chain 1 and fasten off, and now at this point we need to add our second color. तो अभी chain 1 करके हम fasten off कर देंगे और यहाँ पे हम अपना दूसरा कलर ऐड करेंगे. So here I have taken my second color. मैंने second color ले लिया है. So I'll make a slip knot and add it to the stitch where I fastened off. तो जहाँ मैंने fasten off किया था, slip stitch करके जहाँ fasten off किया था, उसी stitch पे मैं इसे attach करूँगी. So I'll be attaching the second color to the stitch where I made the slip stitch and I joined the round. Now I'll chain one, and now one single crochet stitch into the same stitch where I added the yarn. I'll be doing one single crochet stitch there. So the same stitch where we added the yarn, we'll go in and I'll work over the yarn tail so that it's secured enough and I don't have to weave in at the end. One single crochet stitch here, one single crochet stitch into the next stitch, and two single crochet stitches into the next. So we are doing an increase on every third stitch now. 1 and 2. Anyhow, we have changed the color, so it's easy to find out the first stitch, but still I'll be adding my stitch marker here. Then again, one single crochet stitch into the next, one single crochet stitch into the next, and two single crochet stitches into the next. 1 and 2. Then again, one in the next, one in the next, and two into the next. तो हम हर तीसरे स्टिच पे दो सिंगल क्रोशे स्टिचेस कर रहे हैं और फिर एक एक दो, ऐसे ये पैटर्न है इस वाले राउंड का. So one single crochet stitch into the next, one into the next, and two into the next stitch. 1 and 2. Then again, one single crochet stitch, one into the next stitch, and two single crochet stitches into the next. 1 and 2. Then again, one into the next, one into the next, and two into our last stitch. 1 and 2. This is the slip stitch, so make sure that you're not working into the slip stitches, otherwise you'll have different number of stitches. Now we'll remove the stitch marker, slip stitch to the first stitch and join, and we have a total of 24 single crochet stitches. तो हमारे पास अब 24 single crochet stitches हैं. And I'll cut the yarn tail that I have here because I've worked stitches over it, so it's secure enough. And now let's start with our next round. Next round start करेंगे, which is our 1 2 3 4 5. So fifth round. So in this round we'll start making our petals. इस round से हम petals बनाएंगे. Chain one single crochet stitch into the same stitch where we did the slip stitch. So we'll go in, make a single crochet stitch, add my stitch marker to the stitch, one half double crochet stitch into the next, एक half double crochet stitch बनाएंगे, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. In the next stitch we will make 3 double crochet stitches. तो next वाली stitch में हम 3 double crochet stitches बनाएंगे. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then another double crochet stitch into the same stitch, one more double crochet stitch into the same stitch. तो हमने 3 double crochet stitches एक ही stitch में बनाए. We have made 3 double crochet stitches in one stitch. Now in the next stitch we'll make a half double crochet stitch. In the next stitch we'll make a single crochet stitch. So here our petal is ready. Now let's repeat the pattern. ये pattern repeat करेंगे. One single crochet stitch into the next, one half double crochet stitch into the next, 3 double crochet stitches into the next, 1 2 and 3, one half double crochet stitch into the next, and one single crochet stitch into the next. Then again we'll repeat the pattern of the petal. Single crochet stitch into the next, one half double crochet stitch, 3 double crochet stitch, 1 2 and 3, one half double crochet stitch, one single crochet stitch into the next, and another petal is done. So this is how we have to keep repeating until we reach the end 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 half double crochet stitch into the next, 3 double crochet stitches into the next, 1, 2 and 3, 1 half double crochet stitch into the next, and 1 single crochet stitch into the next. So we have made 4 petals. Now we need to make our last petal. Last petal बनाएंगे अब. 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 half double crochet stitch into the next, 3 double crochet stitches into the next, 1, 2 and 3, 1 half double crochet stitch into the next, and 1 single crochet stitch into the next. Now I'll remove the stitch marker and slip stitch to the stitch and join. तो ये वाली stitch से slip stitch करके join कर लेंगे. And chain 1 and fasten off. Now we'll be adding our third color. अब हम तीसरा color add करेंगे. So this is how it's looking so far. And now after adding the third color, you'll get this look. So let's start with the next. Now I'll be adding my third color. अब मैं तीसरा color use करूँगी. So I'll make a slip knot and add this color here. Slip knot बना के अपना color add करेंगे. And now we are not going to add the yarn on the stitches that are on top. We'll be adding the yarn on 1, 2, 3. So here at the third round we'll be adding our yarn. So that is the reason we'll have this kind of effect. When we make the stitch from the bottom rounds, then this is the way it looks. So that's what we want. So what we'll do is, first let me put the slip knot on the needle. Now I'll go in the third round. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So this is the third round. I'll go in, and you have to make sure that we are going in where we have this kind of a dip. So where we have this dip, we have to go in there. We're not going in at the top, because you can see this, where we have a dip, that is the place we are going in. So you have to make sure about that. तो जहाँ पे ये dip आ रहा है ना, ये center में बिल्कुल यहाँ पे हमने नीचे जाना है. So we'll go in and we'll yarn over and pull up a long loop and yarn over, pull through both the loops. So this is the way we have this kind of a look. So this is the pattern. We have to go into the third round to make this kind of a look. Okay, now into the next stitch we'll make a single crochet stitch. Next वाली stitch पे single crochet stitch करेंगे. One single crochet stitch into the next stitch, 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, and 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2. So basically on the double crochet stitches we have done 2 single crochet stitches. On each double crochet stitch we have done 2 single crochet stitches. तो हर double crochet stitch पे हमने 2 single crochet stitches किए हैं. Now 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 single crochet stitch into the next, and we'll make this kind of a dip now. So we'll go in, we'll yarn over, pull up a long loop and yarn over, pull through 2. Then again 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 2 single crochet stitches into the next as we have reached the double crochet stitch, 2 into the next, 1, and I'm working over the yarn tail के ऊपर ही work कर रही हूँ मैं. 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 single crochet stitch into the next. And now we'll make this stitch from the bottom. So we'll go in, yarn over, pull up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2. I think I should have tightened the loop. It's quite loose, so I'll do that once again. We'll go in, pull up a long loop and yarn over, pull through 2. Then again 1 single crochet stitch into the next. I'm not happy with this stitch, 1 second. We'll go in, yarn over, pull up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, fine. Now 1 single crochet stitch into the next. One single crochet stitch into the next. 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, 2 into the next, 1 and 2, 2 into the next, 1 and 2. Then 1 single crochet stitch into the next stitch में एक single crochet stitch बनाएंगे. And now again we need to do this kind of a stitch, so we'll go in, yarn over, pull up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, 2 into the next, 1 and 2, 2 into the next, 1 and 2. 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 single crochet stitch into the next. And now we'll go and make the stitch in the bottom, yarn over, pull up a long loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then again 1 single crochet stitch into the next, 1 single crochet stitch into the next. I'm so sorry, here again I feel that the loop should be little tight, so make sure that when you're doing the stitch the loop on the needle is tight enough, otherwise the look will spoil. Just go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now it's fine. So 1 single in the next, 1 single in the next. Now 2 single crochet stitches into the next, 1 and 2, 2 into the next, 1 and 2, 2 into the next, 1 and 2. 1 single crochet stitch into the next, and 1 single crochet stitch into the last stitch that we have here. And now we'll slip stitch to the first stitch and join and chain 1 and fasten off. And here using a tapestry needle we can weave in all these ends that we have. तो जितनी भी ends है ये हम tapestry needle की मदद से weave in कर सकते हैं. So you can just take the needle, go in couple of stitches. This is what I like to do. I put the needle in where I want my yarn tail to go, and then after that I thread the needle and then I just pull it through. We'll do that with the other yarn tail as well. Go in, we don't have much yarn tails because we have worked over the yarn tail so that it gets secured enough, but these are the last 2 at the top that we have and 1 in the center. So we'll weave in the center one as well like this. We'll just go in couple of stitches, and we'll thread the needle and pull it through. And now we'll just cut the extra yarn that we have here, 1, 2 and 3, and this tiny little yarn tail coming out, we'll cut this as well. And here you can see that our flower is ready. This is how it's looking. So we need 2 flowers. You have to repeat the same pattern and make another flower, and then now we'll join both these flowers and then we can have our mini pouch ready. So I'll be joining it from this end to this end so that I have the loop on top here. As if I want, I can even do that here. I can put the loop here, but I feel that the loop here will be better. in the dip rather than in the bump. So I'll join from this end to the other end and then here we can make the loop. तो इस तरीके से हम रख के इसे यहाँ पे ऊपर लूप लगा देंगे तो हमारा ये मिनी पाउच बन के रेडी हो जाएगा. पहले इसे हम जॉइन कर लेते हैं. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट जॉइनिंग बोथ द पीसेस टुगेदर. सो आई डू दैट with the third color that I had used, the topmost color. We'll make a slip knot first. सबसे पहले हम slip knot बनाएंगे. And now we'll start from this side and we'll go all, no, actually we'll be starting from this end and we'll go all around till here. So here we'll start with going in the stitches, back loop and front loop. So now I'll take the slip knot and pull it through both the stitches. And we'll go into the next stitch, back loop of the front flower and front loop of the next flower, and we'll slip stitch, back loop, front loop and slip stitch, then again back loop, front loop, slip stitch, back loop, front loop, slip stitch. तो एक फ्लावर का हम बैक लूप ले रहे हैं, एक फ्लावर का हम फ्रंट लूप ले रहे हैं और हम इसे जॉइन करके स्लिप स्टिच कर रहे हैं. इसी तरीके से हम ये फ्लावर को अटैच करेंगे. पूरा इसको नहीं अटैच करना, ऊपर हमने इसकी स्पेस छोड़नी है ताकि हमें कुछ रखना हो तो छोटा मोटा हम इसमें रख सकें. सो वी आर नॉट टोटली sewing both the pieces together, we'll leave a space at the top. तो टॉप पे हम इसकी थोड़ी सी स्पेस छोड़ देंगे. So I have to just go in, back loop of the front flower, front loop of the back flower and slip stitch, then go in and slip stitch. So this is how we'll join the flower. So I'll join it till I reach here. This is the portion we need to keep it open. तो ये वाला पोर्शन हम ओपन रखेंगे. I'll complete joining it till here and then I'll meet you back here. So here I've attached both the flowers from this end to this end and we have this opening in the center. तो ये इतना पोर्शन मेरा मैंने ओपन छोड़ा है फ्लावर का. So this portion is open and we have attached both the flowers from this end to this end. Now we'll take only one flower. We'll be working only with one flower. We'll not take the other flower. तो हम सिर्फ एक फ्लावर के साथ वर्क कर रहे हैं. So we're not attaching the flower. Keep one flower at the back. We are not using that. We'll just use the front flower now. So we'll go in the stitch with only the front flower and we'll slip stitch. Go in the next stitch of only the front flower and slip stitch. सिर्फ एक flower हमारे पास है, दूसरा flower हमने अभी छोड़ दिया है. So we are not taking the other flower. We are just using the first flower, the front one. Go in, slip stitch, go in, slip stitch, go in, slip stitch. And now we've reached the center portion of the flower. अब हम center portion में पहुंच गए. तो now I'll make 5 chains, 1 2 3 4 5 and I'll go into the next stitch and slip stitch. Next stitch में slip stitch करेंगे. Go into the next stitch, slip stitch, go into the next stitch and slip stitch, go into the next stitch and slip stitch, go into the next stitch and slip stitch. So here this is the last stitch that I have. So I'll slip stitch here and then I'll start working on the next flower. तो मैं इस तरीके से इसको रोटेट कर दूंगी और अब मैं दूसरे जो फ्लावर है उस पर वर्क करूंगी. So we'll just directly go in and slip stitch. Now we are working only with the flower, the next flower. We are not taking the flower that we have already worked on. So this is what I meant. We are not, we have to keep this open. So we are not working both the flowers together. Slip stitch until we reach the center portion of the flower. Then again slip stitch. And this is the center portion of the flower where we have this tiny little loop. Now we'll chain 30. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 26 27 28 29 and 30. Now we'll slip stitch to the next stitch. Next stitch पे हम slip stitch करेंगे. slip stitch to the next stitch, 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 and now we'll slip stitch to the stitch that we have here on the next flower, and we'll chain one and fasten off. Just tighten it up, and we have these yarn tails, so let's weave them in. So just go in couple of stitches, we'll thread the needle and pull it through. We'll do that here as well. दूसरी yarn tail को भी हम weave in कर देंगे. So we have to just go in some of the stitches that we have here. And pull it through. And here you can see our mini pouch is ready. ये देखिए हमारा tiny mini pouch ready हो गया है. So this is the long loop. You can put the long loop in the small loop and your pouch will close, and you can hang it on your bag, or you can just keep it as it is. This is how it's looking. I hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Keep crocheting, stay safe, be happy. Bye bye.